Hello everyone, welcome back. In previous lecture, we are seeing the cyclic compound of carbohydrates, Mota rotation, glucoside formation, mechanism of glucoside, after that anomeric effect and some reactions. In today's lecture, we are going to see the determination of a ring size, which is approach 1, approach 2 and disaccharide and its example, polysaccharide and their example. Okay, now let's start. In this determination of a ring size, which is first approach, in this the size of the ring can be determined from the structure of the open chain form. Okay, see here we are taking here 6-membered ring and we add excess of a CH3I, which is methyl iodide, in presence of a Ag twice O. After that, this all OH get converted into OCH3, means they form acetal. After that we add H plus H2O. This anomeric carbon containing OCH3 is form OH. Only this carbon containing OCH3 is changed. And then this OH bond is shifted over here and this bond will be break and we get this chain, open chain compound. Okay, means we use this fifth number OH for formation of ring. Okay, fifth number carbon containing OH. Next is determination of ring size, which is approach second. An acetal of the monosaccharide is oxidized with excess of HiO4. In this reaction, when we add HiO4, this second and third and fourth, these both bond are break and we get this type of structure, which is aldehyde here and here also one aldehyde, and this group will be leave this compound. After that, when we add H plus and CH or H2O, we get 3-membered open chain ring, 3 carbon containing open chain compound and this derivative, means which is a side product. See here, the alpha hydroxyaldehyde formed from HiO4 oxidation is further oxidized to formic acid and another aldehyde. Okay, here acid we get one acid, which is formic acid. Now, which is second part is disaccharide. Disaccharide. Disaccharide means what? The combination of two monosaccharide. Composed of two monosaccharide subunit hooked together by an acetal linkage. Okay, here is a acetal linkage is present. Acetal linkage or glucoside linkage. Here 3D structure of maltose. Maltose is an example of monosaccharide. Okay, see here the chemical structure of monosaccharide. The configuration of this carbon is not specified, means this OH is axial or equatorial, that is not mentioned here. Here in alpha maltose, the OH group bonded to the anomeric carbon is axial, means in alpha maltose this OH group is axial and in beta maltose this OH group is equatorial. Okay, this maltose is a reducing sugar. Now, what is reducing sugar? Reducing sugar are sugar where is anomeric carbon has an OH group, means this OH group is present. OH group attached to an attached and it reduced another compound. Means here OH group is present. That's why this compound is reduced the another compound. Okay, it having capacity to reduce the another compound. That's why we called it reducing sugar. The maltose is a reducing sugar. Okay, now see the second example. In cellobiose, the two subunits of are hooked together by a beta 1,4-glucoside linkage. Here the beta 1,4-glucoside linkage. Here one number and here 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth number. Okay. 1,4-glucoside linkage is present. Cellobiose. Here 3D structure and here chemical structure. Cellobiose is also a reducing sugar because of this OH is present. Means hemiacetal compound is present here. Hemiacetal nahi. Here all OH, this OH at all carbon containing OH group. Okay. That's why these are the reducing sugars. Okay. In lactose, the two different subunits are joined by a beta 1,4-glucoside linkage. Two different subunits. See here, 6-member, two different subunits are joined by a beta 1,4-glucoside linkage. Here, beta 1,4-glucoside linkage is present, and here D-galactose in a carbon 4 epimer of D-glucose. This compound is a epimer of D-glucose, which is a D-galactose, and here D-glucose is present. Okay, and in combination of these two, we get lactose. Two different subunits are present, and these it also a reducing sugar because of this anomeric containing OH. Okay. Next, means lactose is also a reducing sugar. It reduced another compound. Next, the most common disaccharide is sucrose. Most common disaccharide is sucrose. Here 6-membered and 5-membered ring are present. Okay, here alpha linkage at glucose and here beta linkage at fructose. Sucrose is not a reducing sugar. See here, the anomeric carbon contains CH2OH group. Okay, that's why it is not a reducing sugar. Now, short intro of polysaccharide. Polysaccharide is so many monosaccharide come together and gives polysaccharide. Okay, means more than 2 compound, 3, 4, 5. See here, amylose is a component of a starch. Means 3 subunit of amylose is present here. It is a alpha 1,4 glucoside linkage. Means they are linked together by alpha 1,4 linkage. Here alpha 1,4 linkage, here alpha 1,4 linkage is present, and so many alpha 1,4 linkage are present in this polysaccharide. We are showing here only 3 subunit of amylose. Next is amylopectin. Amylopectin is another polysaccharide component of a starch that has a branch structure. Okay, it is a structure of amylopectin, but it having branch structure. It is not a single chain structure. It having alpha 1,6 glucoside linkage here. 5 subunit of amylopectins. Last is It's an example of a naturally occurring product derived derived from carbohydrate, which is gentamicin, which is a antibiotic. Here 3D structure of gentamicin is present, and this is a chemical structure of gentamicin. Now, in today's lecture, we are seeing polysaccharide, disaccharide, and disaccharide, their examples, and the determination of ring size approach, which is first and second approach. Okay, thank you. See you in next lecture.